Surrounded by. I am surrounded by.
I'm often surrounded by.
The entire system is surrounded by
Freaking idiots.
Surrounded by them.
idiots.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
You in there? You.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sound professional too. Nigga, we ain't playing no games over here at the S.B.I podcast, everybody. Well, first off, gotta welcome Mr. Barton Fitzpatrick. We know you from The Shy.
Yes.
We know you from White People Money. We know you from, I wrote a whole introduction. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I do this right. I can't bullshit on your introduction. Usually I make sure I get it over to the iPad first.
Absolutely.
You know him as Reg Taylor on The Shy, Blackston on Power Force, White People Money, my Valentine wedding right now on BET Plus.
Yes.
My man, Barton Fitzpatrick.
Yes, sir. Round of applause.
Welcome to the show.
I'm with Stro.
What's good, man? How you been?
I've been blessed, man. How you been, Stro?
I can't complain, bro. Just
Yeah.
hustling, fucking figuring this whole thing out,
Absolutely.
Doing voiceovers and stuff, but it was cool. Jason came through.
Yeah.
And he did his interview, and he was like, man, Bart was saying you ain't had him on yet. And I'm like, wait a minute.
He actually left my crib to come and do it. So I'm like, man, Maestro ain't him. But I know you didn't know I was back yet.
Yeah, I didn't know you was back. So I'm thinking you still at the crib. Because you one of the people who definitely went back, even after working on a whole lot of shit. You went back to the crib a decent amount.
I did.
Yeah, and I was like, I'd be
did.
like, where's Chris? I'd be like, where's Bart at? Chris would be like, man, shit, he in Chicago.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, he got to get out here. He'd be like, shit, I'll be telling him. Chris, what's to him?
Hey, man.
I feel it, though. You gotta go home.
No, seriously. But now that I done came back,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I got back, I booked my first, I booked a lead in my first studio movie. As soon as I got back.
Wow.
So it's like my manager was like, bro, you funny. I never looked at it like that. But you was like, you done did enough stuff to where you don't need to live in Chicago.
No, because it almost is like at a certain point it's counterproductive, right?
Absolutely.
You either gotta be, oh no, they're knocking down your door calling, like it's offer on offer on offer.
Yes.
And then you could be that nigga who's like, I live in Wyoming. Right.
Absolutely.
But until that, you're also, though, valued here. You feel me? Like, it's not like you're a nigga who's like, I'm going to go out there and give it the old college try.
Exactly.
Right. So it's kind of like, yeah, you got to be in the mix because,
Yes.
like, the shit's happening here,
Absolutely.
And, they hate having to fly somebody out or spend any extra budget or anything. So it's
Yes,
like,
they
man, if
do.
I'm here.
Yes. They going to go, they will take the local route for the rest of our career.
Local hire is
Absolutely.
the game. Yeah.
So yes.
Hell yeah.
Come to Los Angeles, guys.
Yes.
Don't be afraid. But really with my situation, COVID hit. So moving here in 2019 and what COVID hit like strongly the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
So it's like 2019 was one of the most lit years of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Living here in Los Angeles. But once the pandemic came and you saw LA turn into a ghost town, that sent a lot of people back home.
And that makes sense.
That's really the only reason. But it was like you could have came back. But it's
Yeah.
like, nah, but I went home
And I get it,
got
too.
engaged. My son was born in Chicago. So it was
That's
like
dope.
the universe has this way of like, revealing itself,
And that's how it was supposed to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now, ain't no going back now.
He said, I'm out here.
As
now.
I flame up the blunt.
Literally, I got out here. You know what? Give it 2 more minutes just for YouTube.
Bet.
There's like a
Okay.
7 or 10 minute window where it's just like you want things to just be free flowing, and then you can, bah! You know what I mean? That's what I do. You get clever with the edits.
Absolutely.
Then I'll just be talking, and you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But so I remember you had told me this story once, and it was a while ago, so I would get it wrong. I want to hear you say it, but you were telling even your story of how you got into the acting game and then even what you were doing when you found out that you booked The Shy.
Yes.
Please,
I told you that.
Yeah, but please tell that story.
I told you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was mind-blowing.
What I was doing when I booked The Shy.
Yes.
When I booked The Shy or when I got promoted to series regular?
When you booked it.
Okay, so when I booked it, I think you're referring to what I was doing when that's okay. So I did. Okay, yeah, we'll do the story.
Yeah.
So the story is, Reg was originally written in just the pilot episode with 10 lines. So I remember, and I'm gonna pull up this email and post it one day. I still got it. You went through all of the characters. Reg was all the way at the bottom, in parentheses, 10 lines, day player. So you saw recurring, potential recurring guest star, et cetera, et cetera. I was all the way at the bottom, right?
Right.
So I didn't have an agent at the time when the Shy came. So people don't know, the Shy came in 2015. That's when it first was brought to Chicago in 2015. Gotcha. Whole different cast. Showtime, they loved the script, but it was just like, that story, we ain't really rocking with that. Recast, write the character Reg in.
Yeah.
And then so it came back around 2017. But at that point, I had just fired my current agents. Right. So I'm looking at the articles, and that's back when Jason Mitchell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He coming off Eazy-E, King Kong, and I seen the Chicago Tribune, Jason Mitchell added to. So I'm like, now it's going to be a hit.
Big.
I'm like, it's big. I'm like, wow. Like, and then they added Jacob, Alex Hilbert. I'm just like, yeah. So I didn't have an agent though. So I was just like, at the time, I thought that they would already, they showed up to work. The show was already done. At that point, I was still early in my career. I didn't know how it worked. So you see articles, you think that it's done and completed. But in actuality, my mama called me one day and she like, I got an audition for a real speaking role. And she was working with a woman named Patrice Bolden at the time. And Patrice, they went to church together. And Patrice was just saying like, I got this management company. And she used to just send everybody out for extra work. But one day she says, no, I have speaking, like it's a speaking audition. So I'm like, all right, well, let me stop playing now. I call Patrice. I'm like, because obviously whatever you got going on now, you're getting people speaking opportunities.
Yeah.
So she was actually signed to some independent agency called DeSanti in Chicago. I know you never heard of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if they still exist, but she was like, fill out the roster, actors access, all that good stuff. My very first audition was The Shot. Literally, my very first audition, because I actually hadn't heard from them in a couple months. So I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, my first audition is The Shy. I thought Jason and them already came and left. Like,
right.
But no, it was a writer's strike back in 2017. So it's blessings. Like, it's crazy to think about this now that I'm telling this story, because everybody, we was just kind of fried last year.
Yeah.
Because of the strike. But previous strikes have actually given me an opportunity to actually book, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A show like The Shy.
Because you wouldn't have been set up in an opportunity.
Exactly. When it was filming, I didn't have an agent, but they were on strike and put on pause for those 2 months. And within those 2 months, I did get that agent. And then it was like, I got the opportunity and it was Reg. But the incredible thing about that was, it was the same casting director, Crystal Carge and Marissa Ross, who I had worked with for Chicago Justice and Chicago Med, my very first job. So I called them like, this is in the bag. And it's agents, how they be.
Yeah.
We'll just kill it and let's just fuck. I'm like, nah, y'all tweaking. Y'all gotta understand. Like Crystal and Marissa, they're my homies. Like, I got this. And it, went in there and I booked it. But now leading up to the story that you're talking about, Reg, from those 10 lines, the producers fell in love with my character. Shout out Elwood Reed and Adam Glass, R.I.P. David Rodriguez. Those guys fell in love with my character. So from those 10 lines, you saw Reg in 9 episodes. So I end up doing series regular work, you know what I'm saying, for the first season. But I'm doing my research, knowing the business. I ain't gonna like just from my move and act like I'm rich, because I wasn't. The most I made season 1 was $7,000 for an episode, and I didn't make that until episode 9. So all of those episodes, and you would think if you go back and watch season 1, you were getting paid what Jacob and the rest of them was getting. Jason and the series regulars. No, what they do is they'll have you doing series regular work, but we'll have you do 4 big, huge scenes and squeeze them into one day so we can give you that $9.96 and give you a day contract.
Facts.
I'm not knowing this, but hey, as a producer now, that's how we save money.
Now
I get it, but so bottom line, once we wrapped season 1, I was still riding Uber. I was still riding Uber because I'm like, man, I want to still stack some money, and I don't want to just pretend like, it's that. Literally, as I took one ride to O'Hare, got pulled over, took my license. They took the sheriff Punk ass sheriff checks my license, and as I'm trying to I'm, you know what I'm saying? I know I didn't make $88 an hour, you know what I'm saying, at this point. But I'm still like, I'm humble, let me still work. But nah, the universe was like, stop fronting your move, you are a TV star now.
It's
don't
time
ride
for you
Uber
to
no
do
more.
something else.
So got home and got the call from Stuart Talent. Shout out Todd Serena. Shout out Stuart. Todd called me, and yeah, he was like, you have officially been offered a series regular role moving into season 2.
That's so dope, man.
Yeah, man.
I've told this story a million times, but I've been gotten with that whole situation. Bro, my first season of Suburgatory, I'm in like, of 22 episodes, I'm in like 12.
What?
Yeah, bro. Kept me with that good old recurring. But it started from one line. It was supposed to be a hello.
Wow.
And it was like a joke. Diversity student Malik. And they like pan out super far. And I'm like, hello. That's it.
That was it.
Second episode is all about me. Third episode, by the end of the series, I had a family. I had all this kind of
shit. That is crazy.
But I never got a series regular check. I mean, it's great. Tim Meadows played my dad. That's some cool shit.
Elite. That's elite. All of that. But
that check would have hit different. Maybe I'd have real fucking cameras. Who knows? Who knows,
hey,
Bart?
man. You know, hey. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the game, though.
But that's what they got to understand, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's part of the game.
We've been broke our whole life, guys, okay? That's basically what we want y'all to know. Like, it's no money, you know.
It's not as sweet as you think it is. People always think it's like you're on TV, you made it.
Absolutely.
Everything is different now. No, it's like, no, like you're on TV, that's good. Good, it's a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Now, are you on TV for like the day? Or are you on TV for like the week?
Exactly.
Or are you on TV for like the month? Or the season?
Because
even the season can go, hey, you got one season. They didn't want to go for 2.
Exactly.
So you got to really land a show that is undeniable. 3 that you know is going to go 3-4 seasons.
Absolutely.
And you have to be a series regular.
Absolutely. And still save your money.
And still save
your money because you never know when you're going to look at that script and see that you're getting your head blown off. You know, it's like, that's another thing.
That's very true. Depending on the kind of show you're on, big time. See, if you're on like a multicam, you're pretty safe.
Yeah,
you're pretty safe. Unless you piss somebody off, get Me Too, some shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But anything else, you're good.
Yes.
You're good to go.
All right.
We got liftoff. Oh shit, this is fun.
Yes, it is.
So, what made you even want to get into acting? What was your calling to that? Because you grew up in Chicago. What part?
Born on the west side, grew up on the south side.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
It is the best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like as you get
Oak
older.
Park, actually.
Oh, really? That's funny.
I'm actually.
I'm well versed in the city.
Me and my fiance, we tease each other. I'll be like, "You're from the burbs," because she's from Lansing. But she's like, She said, "But I was born on 95th and Stony Island. You were born in Oak Park."
She was born on 95th and Stony.
So like,
that's wild.
That hospital is still there, actually.
Which hospital?
What is that?
Is that the Rush or the?
No, that's not Rush. I have to ask her. Don't give me the line.
No, because
it's right there.
It's because by the Masonic. It's by the.
Yeah, not too far from the mosque. Yeah,
the mosque. Yeah,
you know. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
he's from the crib,
yeah,
for real,
come
y'all.
on. Because you gotta remember, my godfather's shop Taurus was right on 85th.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, shout out Taurus, y'all. Y'all get y'all some of them subs, man.
Yeah.
Did they take your pictures? Did they take them down?
Bro, somebody ran into the building one. They never. It's the family's not really doing what they're supposed to. But rest in peace to him. He was legend.
I know he passed. Oh yeah, RIP. Absolutely.
Yeah, but created that store off of my dad has told me stories, create that store off of nothing, bro.
Absolutely.
Absolutely nothing. Crazy. From Arkansas, never finished high school.
Wow.
And created a infrastructure that
in Chicago.
In Chicago. Different.
Great guy, y'all.
Yeah, hell
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that's crazy. So you were born in Oak Park.
Yes. So yeah, back to that. So born in Oak Park, didn't go to Oak Park River Forest. Kenwood Academy. Shout out to the Broncos. So Lorenz Tate, his father, Larry Tate, my uncle Larry Tate and Darnell Fitzpatrick, which is my father, were best friends and more than best friends.
Right,
you know what I mean? Brothers. So growing up, Lorenz Tate, that's big cuz, seeing him and Lamar,
Right.
You know, you got Menace to Society, Don't Be a Menace, two of the biggest black films of all time. Like, I mean, so that was what of course, the inspiration started. But now that you asked me that and I'm sitting here talking to you, not to even be that type of guy, it was like, I can even call my best friend Rashawn right now. Like, we watched season 4 of The Wire, which is, no, like, seriously, that was, I'm sure that's many people, at least my age, in our age group, that got to be our favorite season of The Wire because it focused on the kids.
Right.
And so I would say, like, yeah, of course, Lorenz Tate, but then seeing people my age, seeing people who look like me on screen, all of that is what created more and more of a deeper inspiration to want to pursue acting, because I had no idea that you were from Chicago when I watched you, you know, because I never thought, besides Lorenz Tate, we didn't have who's doing working.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So you are a part of that story, actually, brother. Like,
thank you. No, thank you,
absolutely.
Shout
out to your parents who, you know, and just who you are as a person. You know?
It's cool whenever I hear that shit, bro, because as I've gotten older, that's more of my goal as a whole, like in this whole industry, is to like show that like we can do shit. Like we can really, like, we don't always have to go to them to be on their show. We don't always have to go, like, we can do it ourselves. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I mean, we all do have to break through in entertainment. That's kind of just the game of what we have, but it's cool to see it pan out and to see other people, like, even like Keke Palmer has told me before. It's like, oh yeah, her mom saw what my dad was doing. It was like, we gotta. And then to see where she's gone, it's like, oh no, bro, like that's what it's supposed to be, though. You know what I mean? Because with each of these things, if we don't get a Keke Palmer, we don't get who comes next. And if we don't get a me, maybe we don't get and if we don't get,
maybe you don't get a Barton Fitzpatrick if there was no Maestro. Absolutely.
And I don't care.
Absolutely.
You hope it goes further.
Absolutely.
Because it's something that it's like, no, you see that you can do this, and now, and it, man, that shit, it makes.
We'll even throw Chris in there too with Hardball, like
hell yeah,
Hardball in season 4 of The Wire, like seeing kids your age on screen, larger than life.
Right.
Is life changing. Especially if you already wanted to be an actor.
Right.
I was writing letters to Oprah when I was 9 years old. You know, because I saw an episode where she did some special where she would go and find not kids.
Oh.
It wasn't kids. That's the thing. It was a grown man. No, he was a grown. Yeah, he probably was on Skid Row or something, but it was an aspiring actor. And she changed his whole situation and put him on a multicam show, actually. And I'm like, man, like, you know, growing up, everybody, you know, Fresh Prince and
Hi, Miss Oprah.
And,
my name is Barton Fitzpatrick. I am an aspiring actor. I saw what you did for Henry last week on your show. I think I could be an asset to the program.
No, why? Like, you sound just like the letter, though. Like
I believe that's how you write
was the
it.
letter.
That's how you do it. Oh man. Oh no, I'm good.
That was That was the letter.
That's
but
funny, bro.
So that's, you know, I always wanted to do it. But you know,
you.
I'm a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Still get out. I was just busting Anthony Hamilton Jr. ass the other day. Shout out to my dog. You feel me?
You really be hooping like that, huh?
I'm raw though. I'm really raw though. Like, I'm really like that though. Like,
you know what?
Like,
now that I know this, I never knew this. Your personality makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because you act like a nigga who hoops.
Right? It's that
but
competitive.
You have personality.
It's that competitive.
And most niggas who hoop don't have personality.
Exactly.
Like that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
Actor,
get it.
Hooper, you know, artist, you know.
And be singing too. I always say we got to get more music from you, man.
Yeah, you say that. You've been saying that for a while, and
I'm
coming. No, I really am. I'm gonna play you some stuff when we
Oh yeah, go for it.
But back to what I was saying. Hooping through high school. A lot of people who've been following me, they know who Coach Maley is without knowing who he is, because every time I'm on the court, I always got to talk shit to Coach Maley because, you know, he benched me. You know what I'm saying? He had me on the bench. You know, I was a bench player, but I'm raw as hell, and I'll bust everybody who was on the court and all that. I will bust all y'all ass present day. You feel me? So none of that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? But
I was a bench hooper.
I told myself
Maley was a hater,
big hater. Yeah, I think he sent me a friend request. End up later on in life, you know, probably present day. I'm pretty sure he says, "Hey, that guy, I coached him." No, you didn't. You had me on the bench. But he's a part of this story in a major way. So
Okay.
I always pay homage to Coach Maley because what I promised myself as a senior in high school, if I ever get sat out a full game, I will quit basketball. I will never dream of going to the NBA ever again. And that's what happened. They transferred in some sophomores from Morgan Park, you know what I'm saying? Put them on the court and I was on the bench. And he sat me out a whole game and I packed up my shit and I said, fuck it. And a week later, I had a full scholarship to UIC, BFA acting program. Literally. Yes. It happened just like that. And I immediately put full focus into that monologue competition because I was just taking drama as an elective. You know, I always wanted to be an actor, but I'm focused on basketball. So, yeah, let's take drama as an elective, you know what I'm saying, to finish out my senior year of high school. And I was introduced to the August Wilson monologue competition. So shout out August Wilson. You know, if anybody doesn't know who that is, go and see August Wilson plays. That's another thing. So seeing y'all on screen, of course, that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
But to fall in love with acting, that it took to go see my first August Wilson play.
And theater. So
theater.
What's even crazier is we were just talking about them, my two best friends from second grade, the only niggas who were coming to my house, like I was saying.
Absolutely.
Jamal and Jabari. Their father's name is John Earl Jelks. And he has done all the August Wilson plays.
John. Wait. I should know John.
Yeah, you probably know John.
Is he still does he still do theater?
He's doing more TV stuff.
Okay.
He's been doing theater. I think
I know of him.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
definitely
for
know
sure.
him. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, I got it down.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing. So I found out about August Wilson through him.
Wow.
Because we would go see his plays. You know what I mean?
So you know about August Wilson.
Yes, exactly. And that's why it's
see
cool
your uncles and cousins on screen. Yes. This guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this show up. Oh.
Yeah, this is my best friend's dad.
Wow.
Yeah, and he has a new movie that just was at Sundance. It's called Exhibiting Forgiveness, and it's like it's doing crazy. Like it has Andre Holland in it, Andre Day. He's in it. John Earl Jelks. Yeah, this is like one of those like they're really
absolutely.
It's a very good movie too. I saw it as well. Wow. Good. But yeah, so that's
shout out to that guy for introducing you to August Wilson.
That,
yes,
like,
absolutely.
I never knew that you was an August Wilson. Like that's wild.
I started on the stage.
That's some thespian shit.
Exactly. So like I said, wanting to just be an actor and be a movie star and TV star that was coming. You know, you Lorenz and you know what I'm saying. That was the inspiration. But when I fell in love with acting is when I saw Jitney at Court Theater in Hyde Park. Y'all go check out Court Theater. Shout out Court. But yeah, it was Jitney. My very first August Wilson plays when I was able to see characters like my uncles and aunties and cousins and brothers call each other nigga and motherfucker. And it's like, wow, this is they acting? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I truly fell in love with acting. And for a while, my mind was focused on theater. And I wanted to get on stage and do August Wilson plays, you know, and that would have I would have been satisfied at that point in my life, you know.
Right.
And then, you know, so got to college, was bored, UIC, and I had, you know, there for a year and a half at UIC, and then, left and got an agent. Yeah, got an agent. Two black women, two housewives said, hey, fuck it. How about we start up an agency? Gil Hayes. Yeah, Patty Gill and Michelle Hayes. They started up a agency. One of my brother's baby mamas sent it to me because she knew I was acting. So she sent me an article like, hey, you should try to hit these people up. And I sure did. I hit them up. Those were my first agents. Yeah. So.
You know what? Every story, though, what it shows me that a lot of people don't have, your follow through. Like, and Chris has this too, and that's why I know that's why y'all friends. That's why we all get along. Mm-hmm. Follow through. Like you don't sit on nothing for too long. You don't. Oh shit, there's a play over there. Even when we be out, just moving around, y'all don't stand still for too long. Just, oh shit, hey, spin. Let's go. Like it's like nigga, let's move. Like because if stand around waiting. Niggas going, oh, nah, there's going to be a problem by the time we get over there. Nigga, spin. Let's go.
Absolutely. And that's why Chicago people can come to a place like Los Angeles and thrive because of the hustle. You know, we it's like we
getting in
warm weather. You know what I mean? Like everything is chill here. It's like, dude, it's palm trees. Like, the fuck? Like, why are you in a rush to go home? It's not like it's cold outside. But that's how we grew up. Right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that goes, you know, that transcends into your hustle later on in life. You know, we can't stand still. But yeah, because right away, it was like I could have And I got kicked out of college. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100, I ain't just leave. I got kicked out. You know,
Why?
and that's when we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Oh boy.
You know, but at that point, everybody in Chicago is cracking cards right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the fraud is going crazy. So all of my homies are showing me 10 bands, 20,000. You know what I'm saying? So I could have immediately just said, all right, I got kicked out. Fuck it. I guess that ain't a part of my journey. I'm gonna just go ahead. But I stuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was so driven and so focused on one thing. I knew I would be successful. And that's what people have to understand. Like, those who are aware of themselves understand the path. So I understand I'm gonna be broke for this period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then another thing, Michelle Hayes, first agent, when the shot came, that was my first series regular audition for the shot.
Damn.
First series regular for Brandon. Yeah, Jason. but that was before, of course, like I said, that was before he was ever, I don't even think he had did Eazy-E at that point. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2015, or he was doing it. That was the year that had dropped, I think. You know,
so it was still accumulating.
Exactly, but I auditioned for Brandon. They brought me back in for Jacob's Emmett. You know what I'm saying?
They were like, we need him for something.
You know, exactly. And I was like, well, what's a series regular? She was like, you need to go get an acting coach. I'm like, what? For what? Like, she's like, it's a series regular. I'm like, what is a series regular? She was like, $20,000 a week.
Where do I find this acting coach?
And
Wait a minute.
Oh, what? Hello. I say, what do you mean? Like, she like, it's going to be guaranteed at least $20,000 a week starting off as a series regular.
Sound better than Uber.
How? Shit, what? Man, okay. But so that was another thing that saved me. You know, hearing that information when my homies will show me this little bread. That's all short change compared to what I'm chasing.
And I
you
could
know what
go
I'm saying?
to jail.
Exactly.
$20,000 a week, and I'm doing it legally. This sounds like a better hustle. Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
So you know, all of that helped me, but that's all I was focused on. Like, so that it was like, it was all about TV at that point. Once I found out the money that you make in TV. It was like I wouldn't even think about movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And
movies in.
Yeah.
TV keep going.
And then that's when you heard movies make you rich. Movies make you famous. Television makes you rich.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's what I'm experiencing now with the, you know.
Yeah, niggas like, man, everybody know me, but man, TV though.
But we got 6,000 for you if you want to take this. You know what I'm saying? All we can give you is 6,000.
That's all we got.
You feel me? Like,
this man.
I know TV will give you 600,000. You know, but
right.
but that's just the business that we're in. So
very true.
So us as actors, we're trying to get on TV more, you know. But of course, it could be that one movie that goes to Sundance and does very well, and now we're up there with the Jonathan Majors and the Lakeith Stanfields and up to that level. You know what I'm saying? But
there's a joke there. I don't know if I want to make it.
I actually just
the Lakeith Stanfields.
The Lakeith Stanfields, and you know, but y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
y'all get what I'm saying, man. But it was a joke there without trying to make a joke. But blessings to all.
No, literally. That's where I'm at. Even with we're still going over there, right? Just make sure that bitch.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just make sure.
Yes.
That's even where I'm at with the whole. As you see, like, but my whole TV and the movie thing, I get so after doing it for so many years, and I get so jaded, and I see things like that, and then you know you see the
funny, man.
I'm just saying you see the things people experience, like, and you go, this is a really slippery slope when someone can just pull the rug from under you like that, especially when people we're talking about are fantastic. Man. Like, we're not talking about like, no, like, the nigga was cool. He had a lot of followers. Yeah. No. It's like, no, these niggas are like cold, like very, very talented. So it's like
the reason why I mentioned his name first, because of
that's my point.
Absolutely.
Like
the performance is like, come on now, undeniable.
Undeniable. Like, I remember the first time I ever watched him in something, I was like, oh no, he's cold.
What was the first thing you ever saw Jonathan Majors in?
First thing I ever saw him in, I think, was The Harder They Fall.
That was the first thing you ever saw him in? Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
well, that was something to see.
And I was like,
that was a great, that was a great performance.
I was like, who's this guy? Like, the movie was cool. Him in it though, I was like, okay, who's this guy? Then the second thing I saw was, because I don't watch too much superhero shit.
Right.
And I don't watch too, what I watch is kind of like very, you know. So I saw.
You ain't see White Boy Rick?
Didn't see White Boy Rick.
Okay, check that out.
He's in that too?
That was like his second movie. His first movie, I had actually auditioned for his character. He beat me up for that.
Well, I mean, he's not that good. It won't happen again.
That's for damn sure.
So what was the first
we do
movie?
comedy too, guys. Like, I want y'all to understand, like, we're not just actors, we're stand-up
we're
comics.
stand-ups also.
We're stand-up comics. Like,
that's where I'm pivoting so people know I make jokes about things.
Absolutely.
I might make a Disney joke. I still want to work with you, Disney.
Absolutely.
I might make a hey, listen, I like everybody, but everybody, it's real shit. It's real shit.
Absolutely.
But yeah, what was that movie? The first movie?
Last Black Man in Philadelphia.
I always wanted to see that.
Yep.
I never saw it.
It's on Netflix right now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then after that, I'm trying to say, when I saw, what was the other one I saw? When I saw, I mean, it's easy to go to, but when I saw Creed, I was like, oh, no, he murdered that. Like, he destroyed, I was like, oh, man.
Absolutely.
Especially I'm like, bro, this dude is.
Yeah, out of here.
Out of here. Yeah.
Out of here. But
that's my thing with the industry.
Absolutely.
It's the fact that the rug can be pulled like that, and then you're expected to go play catch up, and it's just frustrating because I also feel like that's why I respect everybody who's like, how you producing that, who's making their own shit, because it's also you can't take that away. I can make what I make.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If I know how to get a project done and make some shit people want to see, I can do that.
Absolutely.
And I don't need to wait on somebody to pay my bills.
Absolutely.
Because that's one thing I feel like a lot of people don't realize. It's like, you in theory, it's the art of it is fucking incredible, especially when you can work on shit you enjoy, work with people you enjoy. It's incredible.
Absolutely.
But you literally are waiting for someone to pick you. And I think, and as I've gotten older, when I was a kid, I didn't think about the shit. But as you get older, you're like, oh, wait. So, like, this determines what I can go do with my kids.
Yeah.
Or this determines.
Yeah.
Oh, what? No. Oh, wait, no. I got to have a way to use this gift and this know-how in other ways. That I can make sure no matter what, whether you want to pick me or him or her or whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm still going to get my bread.
Absolutely.
And then when they catch up, when you ready for something that I'm right here. Cool.
Absolutely. And even if we ain't making no money from it, we can still produce art. Even if we just putting together gatherings, I'm just invite people over, colleagues and friends who I know going to still pull up because it's me for the rest of my life and just show them what I've done. We get caught up on Instagram and social media, and if it's not out there to the public, but it's like, nah, like, what about the privacy of your art? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your talent, and still just putting it out there to people who will still watch it because it's your work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we might have to go off and make some money somewhere else, but as far as acting and producing our own shit, we will always have a job. The longevity behind acting can't get taken away from us.
100%.
It can't be on the Hollywood level, but what is the Hollywood level? Do we even know what a Hollywood level is?
Anymore? I don't. Yeah. That's the other thing. It's like, you see how people are watching things. Like, I always laugh. I'm like, my mom watches more stuff on streaming platforms with commercials than the shit we pay for.
Absolutely.
Like, she's gonna watch some on Tubi. She's on Samsung Plus. I'm like, what? We pay for Hulu and all this other shit. What are we doing? But it's funny though, because it just shows you though, people are gonna watch the content they want to watch.
Absolutely.
And so, there was a time, earlier when it was like, oh no, the system. Same with music. There's a system. And you got to go through the system.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, you can't get it done. It costs too much. You don't have the cameras. You don't have.
Yeah.
That's not really the game anymore.
Mm-mm.
If you actually have a plan and you want to produce content. So, yeah, it's hard to sometimes go in and like, hey, I'll tap dance one more time for you. You saw the tap dance from last week, right? Okay.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Especially for certain kinds of shit, you'd be like, come on.
So we got to just do our own stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing lately. Now that you brought that up, I'm headed back to Dallas. The film is called Viral. I'm starring and co-producing alongside Jaquavis Coleman.
Okay.
We did a movie called Everything Is Both, starring Jason Mitchell and myself. That was one of the top films on Tubi last year.
Let's go.
And a lot of people don't know too. Fox has bought Tubi.
Yeah,
so
it's
Fox
Disney.
now. Yeah. So exactly. So
It's
that
Disney.
if y'all see like they didn't change the logo, like you know what I'm saying, they're putting more money in it. And then also I booked the lead role I was telling you about, my first studio film, Fox Mar Vista in Tubi. It's a Tubi original. So. It's a Tubi original. It's not it ain't just a movie that's on Tubi.
Uploaded on Tubi.
It is a Tubi original. There are levels. But like going back to those other films.
Right.
We gonna watch what's the name? Plug Love is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Shout out Plug Love. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen that one.
It's independent. Pull it up.
Yeah.
Independent, you know what I'm saying? One of those Tubi-esque type of movies that they try to, look at the continuity or da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
but focus on the storytelling that these black filmmakers are producing, you know? Like, Plug Love, yes.
Okay.
Plug Love. Seen it probably about 5 times, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you, like... And if you or I were to pop on that coming from where we coming from, of course they're, you doing that now? Like, but that shit fire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what else I think it is too? Bro, entertainment has different forms, and I think the internet has melded it all into, like, you have to accept that things can be good for what they're good for.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, everything doesn't have to be... Because there's a lot of shit that comes out, and you know this, that's super highbrow and fucking, has all the names behind it, and no one fucking watches it.
Absolutely.
So if you can make something, even if you, I always say Tyler Perry, even if you are just going to just annihilate your demographic, but you know what your demographic is.
Absolutely.
That is what, you are the supply source.
Absolutely.
People need water, Sparklet supplies water. Black movies, Tyler Perry supplies that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's the same thing I feel like even Tubi. Tubi created a platform.
Absolutely.
That was a place where young filmmakers could actually upload things. And
absolutely.
You know, so it's... What we have to figure out next as a people is platform.
Exactly.
Because that's our only... And mind you, it's a lot of money, a lot of infrastructure.
Yeah.
But like platform, because... If you make a song, I make a song, where we got to go put it? Apple, Spotify, Amazon, unless, you know, like you said, unless the fan base is strong enough, they'll buy it from you direct.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's the only other way. And then if it's TV, you got to get on the tube, you got to get on Netflix, got to get on shit, even it's got to get on YouTube. So what's the thing like TPN, the Tyler Perry Network. Why ain't that an app? I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, but I think that's also, it's just like anything else, you know, if you give every nigga in the league $200 million, they'll never talk about making their own league. You know what I mean? You keep throwing Tyler and them. That nigga said, I'm building a studio. Y'all niggas got... That's going to be his platform. I got the studio.
Absolutely.
So y'all got to go through me anyway.
Absolutely.
So, and I ain't got to piss nobody off. Whereas if you make the competitor to Netflix or, you know, the competitor to BET Plus, like, you know, you kind of stepping on Viacom terms.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely,
we need somebody to do it.
Yeah.
I ain't got the money. I would do it. I I don't have enough.
Our pockets would be there one day, you know.
That's the goal.
It just we're laying out the foundation.
The foundation, yeah.
You know, that's what we doing. And
hell yeah.
And this conversation will get picked up on once we got that money, and we gonna do it. You know, somebody might even hear this, and you know,
it might inspire the next.
You know what I mean?
Like
exactly. So, but that's what it's about, man. Like, but yeah, so that's pretty much going back to the Barton Fitzpatrick story. Got that agent that same year, booked Chicago Med. That was my first job, 2015. Following year, Chicago Justice, all with the same casting directors. Then the next year, The Chi came, same casting director. The Chi, you know, Chicago PD, and yeah. So I pretty much Empire, same casting director. Crystal Cards and Marissa Force, Power Book Force, the same casting director. So really, I mean, Crystal Cards and Marissa Ross, y'all are my career.
They're incredible. Shout outs to them. I mean, you do the work though too. No bullshit. But I will say, and it's cool too, because you're from the city. These are all shows in the city.
Absolutely.
The casting directors like you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fish in a barrel.
So I'm pretty gonna.
Yeah, and then you do your thing when it's fish in a barrel.
They know I can get the job done.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
So this is dope, man.
You know, man.
That's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And to stay consistent. Like
Absolutely.
that's another thing, because a lot of people, they get 1, 2. So what was it like trying to make that transition from, like, once you were off the Shy? What was that like?
Oh man.
And like how soon did you know after, or like how did that go?
Like soon did I know what?
Like that you were like, okay, I'm not gonna be coming back for another season.
Well, that was the summer of 2019.
Okay. Oh, so right before the pandemic. So
Yeah.
that was when all.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right,
shit.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. That was 2019, and yeah, it was a depressing moment.
Yeah.
Once I found out everything, we could.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, after that, it was just like, cause you get to thinking, like, I mean, I wasn't somebody who just thought I was larger than life because I was Reg from the Shy, and it was like, damn, am I gonna ever work again? Because like I said, when I booked my first job, Chicago Med, that was the November of 2015. I didn't work again until December of 2016.
Right.
So that first job, when you get on TV and you see yourself, you thinking, oh, I'm in the game now. Not realizing, no, like it was good that show came to your city and they needed a game banger of the day and you fit that demographic. So you got that, but they not gonna audition you for those doctors and lawyers and cop roles. You still young, so that's really all you can do besides going off and doing your other independent films and getting on the stage, doing whatever you can do to keep your feet wet. So that's where like having that drive and hustle and always not standing, being stagnant.
Still.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was only a couple days where I was just like, damn, what's next? Because it's like, I mean, as long as I'm not blackballed and can't work again, it's just like I'm raw as hell. Like I'm gonna audition again. And I remember like even Chris had said that. He was like, I was like, damn, bro, like what I'm gonna do? He was just like, bro, like you're good. Like you can act. He was just like, you're like, it's a lot of people in Hollywood who I've befriended and I know actors. You're raw as fuck, Bart. You're gonna work. So don't worry about that. And then like a couple months later, Empire came and I booked that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was just like, yeah, it wasn't. But even now, it's still like, shit. The movie I just did, as far as auditioning, that was the first booking that I've like landed from an actual audition since 2019, which was Empire.
Right.
Literally.
I feel you.
So sending a self-tape, 2019, not booking another one until 2024.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why we just always got to make sure we just got something going on. Having a relationship with independent filmmakers. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 different people who I know for the rest of my life gonna call me for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want for much. Like, as long as I can get my rent paid and smoke unlimited amounts of weed,
I'm happy.
and I'm in California, so it's not that expensive to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. Bills paid. I could chill, take some trips here and there.
Right.
And that's what it is, to where when we do get a $12,000 check, we can stretch it. You know what I'm saying? When we getting a little $20,000 here, like, that's really, and then once we gonna get there. As long as we keep believing in ourselves, like, and keep our feet wet, the talent is gonna be there. Like,
You only fail once you quit. I said that. I always say this. The day you say, yeah, fuck this. Like the day you packed up and said, this basketball is some bullshit.
Exactly.
But you quit. But you went. You took all that energy, not half of it, not a third.
Yes.
You took all that energy.
Yes.
You said, nigga, I'm going to act.
Absolutely.
Boom.
Absolutely.
So whatever day it goes, I don't want to do movies no more. If that ever comes, then that's the day.
That's the day.
But until then, no, nigga, it's It's a waiting game until you make your own shit.
Exactly.
Then you know when it's happening.
Absolutely.
Will Smith knows when Bad Boys is coming.
For sure.
He's not guessing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the point. We're like, man, I would love if they wrote a role for a young black male who's in his 30s but kind of looks 28. Maybe he has straight back braids. What could he be doing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any white guy out there writing that role for me right now. I don't know.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So, and that's being in the business and knowing the business.
Knowing
you know
the
what I'm
business,
saying?
yeah.
Not fronting your move and acting like you know who you are. Those who are aware of themselves understand the path. Literally. Period.
You know, when you said that earlier, I was
Period.
like, that's true. Like
Yes.
it's a different level of just getting it.
Yes.
And being like, oh no, I'm very good at this. Or knowing where your strengths are.
Absolutely.
Because it's like a lot of times, and I'm sure you get this too, because it's part of the game. People will think whether it's ego or certain things are inflated, but it's like, no. This isn't. I'm not inflating anything. I know that I'm that good at this.
Absolutely.
I'm not over here saying I'm the smartest guy in the world. I'm not over here saying that I'm the fucking, oh no, I could method act anybody under a table. No. But I know if it's this, or this, and you put me in the no, I'm fucking good at that.
Absolutely.
But I'm aware of that.
Absolutely.
You know, some people they think they're God's gift to the world and they're great at everything.
So, and we just have those angelic abilities. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is.
Yeah,
like
sure.
It's angels in the outfield. You know?
There's angels in the outfield. They exist.
As I try to keep my wings from popping out, you know. But yeah, man, like I love it though. Like I love it. Yeah, I love the journey. Like you said, the transition, we still transitioning. You know what I mean? Like I'm still transitioning from, you know what I'm saying, where we started. Well,
because we're becoming businesses.
Exactly.
You know, opposed to just being like the talent.
Absolutely.
And I think that it takes the time to learn. Even like you said, hey, it took 9 episodes to realize, oh wait, there's a difference between what I'm getting and how I could be at least recurring, and then
exactly.
It takes time.
Absolutely.
And until you know that,
absolutely.
And you know, until you work on as many projects as you have, until you have like those times when you're like, what's next?
Exactly.
Okay, there never needs to be a what's next.
Absolutely.
You know, or those, like you said, those days in between, like regardless of what I'm working on, I'm always busy. Always busy.
100%.
And I'm happy about that because I'm 9 times out of 10 always busy working on something for me.
Exactly. And nobody ever sees us at the crib every day not doing nothing, waiting on the phone to ring. They don't see that.
No.
They to them, we always working. So we gotta remind ourselves of that too. We ain't gotta feel bad because the people who we thinking is the ones who, I'm falling off, man. They gonna think I done fell off. No, they actually think, oh man. That's why every time we talk to somebody, well, I know you busy, and it be like, well, yeah, I'm at, I'm just really at the crib, on the balcony getting high, and playing with my son 24/7 and watching movies with my wife. But yes, I am extremely busy, so I'm gonna have to get back to you. And that's how it's gonna be for the rest of our lives. So it's like to keep our confidence, just always just have something going on, like it could be once a week, and like Maestro swole as hell now, too. I want y'all to know. I instantly noticed his ass been in the gym. You feel me? I'm swole as hell myself. I got on this crew neck. You feel me? But
he just wore
that's
some
another
baggy.
thing, too. Y'all got to start getting swole, bro. Actors, y'all got to start getting swole,
Isn't it
bro.
a thing?
Like, it's a real thing, though. Like, seriously, though.
Hey, Patrick figured it out, did he? Patrick fucking him up. I saw Patrick. I was like, that nigga, he got grown real fast.
You got to have dad arms is what I call them. You know what I'm saying?
Dad
Because I
arms.
wasn't finna be no father being skinny. Like, that was just not,
That's
know what I'm
another
saying?
reason I can't have kids and be like a nigga, you could, and I was just, like, no, I got to be able to like
anybody be saying, wow, like my daddy will beat your daddy. Like, nah. Like, not this dad.
Not this dad. That's actually funny though, because that's something I had never thought about until I hit my 30s. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like this shit cool for now.
Yeah.
But, like, you got to protect something. You want to look, because I think about my dad. My dad's swole.
See?
And he has a mean mug. He's from the projects of Chester, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Different.
Wow.
Like, swole, got the beard.
Oh,
Yeah. No
Yes.
one ever fucked with me. No one fucks with him.
Appearance.
I'm not that, it's a little different. So I was like, oh, no, I got to get in the gym.
Come on now.
I got to catch
Like,
up. I got to
shit.
catch up.
And even for the Marvel roles and stuff, like you don't want to have to end up putting 2-3 months paying for you to get a train and all of that if we already in mode. You know what I'm saying? Them opportunities are going to present itself if we believe that they will.
they will.
So why we ain't always in the gym? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then it's like, I mean, I know you like notice it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like that's just it's
feel
such a great.
different.
You feel so good looking in the mirror, like your girl tell you like, damn, but like man, it's like that's a great feeling though, man. Like,
I have
and
gotten-
people. They get caught up on they'll work out for a couple days and look in the mirror. Don't
No.
look in the mirror for about 2-3 months. That's why I be trying to tell people.
Thank you.
Wear a crew neck and go to the gym for 2 months. And then that's the thing. Everybody just want that instant gratification.
Nigga, I work out in a hoodie.
Yes.
I work out in a hoodie. And I literally, bro, and I be doing, because I don't want to, no.
Don't look at yourself, man.
No,
Don't.
and then once it's time, maybe like you said, after
Exactly.
2-3 months of going in, I've been working out consistently now though for like, I want to say 2 years, going on 2 years. And like, bro, so I got to tell everybody, hot yoga. Listen, man.
Wow.
Started
Okay.
started last week. They give you hot day yoga. They're not paying me for this, but it's hot day yoga. They give you a week for unlimited for $34.
Okay.
Brother, it'd be like 95 to 100 something degrees in the room, and you're doing the yoga. I've never done yoga for real. I had taken like one class a long time ago.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, you're sweating profusely. The moves feel harder and harder. When you walk out, you feel incredible.
Okay.
Like I feel so good. Like I'm thinking about actually signing up. Like, and I'm like, bro, because they're taxing over there. Like I can't lie, I need a brand deal or something because they're taxing. But it's a gym membership of just hot yoga, so it's like,
Right.
But I do think I will for sure do something at least three times a month. Like I have like my knees kind of have knee pain a little bit.
Yeah.
It helps with that. It's just strengthening your core. It's all, bro. It's next level.
Okay.
It's next level. Like I can't stress
Hot yoga, y'all.
Hot.
Let's check it
yoga.
out.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
We'll do it together.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like if you're in a sauna. So
All
just
right.
imagine being in the sauna
And just doing yoga.
and working out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit's great.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
We'll
bro.
do that.
But what's fatherhood like, man? I haven't really talked to you about that.
Oh
yeah.
man, amazing, bro. Like amazing. Saying that being a father is amazing is an understatement because it's like
Right.
it's indescribable. Only fathers and real fathers, you know what I mean? Like me and my wife, we tried to have a child for over 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so, it's certain babies that I just created, and then it's certain babies who I created out of love. You know, my
Right.
son was created out of love. You know,
Right.
and not just us. His grandparents. You know, her father wanted a son and wasn't blessed with a son. But when he found out that he was having a grandson, it just my
That's
mother.
beautiful.
I'm the baby. You know,
So
my
she
mother's
got to
turning
see
70 this year. You know, her dream was to see all of her children have children. You know,
Wow.
it's just so, and then just to have him and see him, it's just amazing, bro. Like
Right.
it's so cool, man. Like Briss is just so special. Like he's such a baby version of me. Like it's
Right,
just-
you just see yourself.
Yeah, I just see myself. Like I really do. Like it's just, yeah, man. Like
That's cool.
yeah,
That's one thing
it's amazing.
that's
It's not
always-
hard. The stories that you heard, even during the pregnancy, like I was there for every hospital visit, and I was excited. Like you know what I mean?
right,
Like people
right.
act like it's so hard to be a father, but most people are baby fathers, baby daddies, and you know what I'm saying. That's the difference. Like when you locked in with your special someone, like everything is grand. You know what I
Right.
mean? So the pregnancy went smooth. Like
Yeah.
she wasn't sick. Like, yeah, everything was amazing. Like, you know, had to get a C-section, of course, but we asked for the C-section because I know my son. That's what I'm trying to tell those doctors. First of all, I know my son. Okay, I haven't met him yet, but I know him. Okay, he wasn't trying to pop out.
Yeah.
He just wasn't.
I'm
so,
chilling.
like he was like he wasn't trying to pop out. We tried to do everything, induce the pregnancy, everything, like the labor. I mean, and you know, like. we putting the balloon and busting the balloon, all type of shit. He just was not ready to go. So they said that we were the first couple that actually requested a C-section. Like, because I was like, early on, I was like, can y'all just like do the C-section? And they was like, we don't like necessarily go that route. Like
we like to wait,
you know, by choice. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, about 15 more hours later, they came in. So guys, we're gonna perform. We fucking
told you.
Like, cut my son out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. But beautiful. You know, everything went well. You know, swell actually. Heard him cry for the first time. Amazing, man. Like, just amazing. It's just, you know, man. And every day it's just been beautiful. It's so easy.
How old is he now?
He's 15 months.
Wow.
Yeah, 15 months. And the day he moved to California, he has never crawled. He's stopped crawling. Like, he has been running around the crib ever since he got to California. It's like he knew, like, I'm here now. Like, you got me out that like, you know, like.
Yeah, Dad, good job. Yeah, that's those kids who be like, yeah, I remember like when I was like 5, we lived in one place. Then when I got like 9, Dad got like, we had like a basketball court in the back. That's what you want. It's like, yeah. That's funny, bro.
But yeah, man, being a parent is amazing, man. Like,
that's amazing. It's
being
amazing
a husband
too.
is amazing. You know what I'm saying? That definitely goes along with being a father. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Being
a husband is an even greater joy, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, to be a provider and, you know, have to have a family.
Yeah,
you know
have
what
something
I mean?
to come home to.
Your own creation. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things that we probably struggle with, especially being the entertainers of the family, the successful individuals of the family. Like, you want everybody to be on your same type of time and your level of thinking and this and that. And you want to dictate, not necessarily be a dictator, but it's certain things you wish you could dictate in your siblings' lives and your parents and cousins, people who you strongly care about and love. And you look up, when you look at them, they're larger than life, but they don't see it for themselves. You know what I mean? No. So that's another thing I've been struggling with. You know, I'm better off now because I have my own family. You realize you can dictate your own creation, though. You know what I mean? You have more control, you know what I'm saying, over your own creation and your own family. And that is incredible. You know what I mean? Because it's like when you having a bad day, like, your mama can make you mad, your brother, whatever, this and that. You can, you know, it's like, but nah, like, I got my own situation at home, and that's all that matters at this point. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful when it's peaceful at home, and you guys truly love each other, and magic. You have your ups and downs, like everybody does. Like, everything isn't just, you know, peaches and cream all the time, but
that's part of anything that matters.
Any relationship, anybody who cares and loves each other, you're gonna get frustrated with each other. You have to,
because you want better for the other, and they want better for you. And
absolutely,
and
as a man, we have to learn more and more that a woman is a woman, and it is a struggle. It really is. It's just like, why do you think the way you think? Because I think the way I think. I'm a woman and you're a man, and that's why you think the way as a man is supposed to think, and I think the way a woman is supposed to speak. And that's why we're together, motherfucker. So shut your ass up, roll your weed, and you know what I'm saying?
Because we be mad, but when it be coming through, it be coming through. You be like, damn, I never would have. when they get some shit right, you be like, that was good. Oh damn, I would have never. Baby, I don't know what I do.
And like, you know, me and I really teddy bears, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, we just really just be wanting hugs and apologies. That's all. That's
hugs,
really
apologies.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you're wrong on this one, just own up to it.
Just own up to it.
If you can give me that,
that's
everything
it.
else,
that's it. But as a woman, her way of thinking is not. That's our way of thinking, how it should be.
Right.
And her man could be something different.
It's completely different.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all we be wanting is some hugs, man.
Then for us, it's like, we just want the hug and they're like, okay, everything's good. That's what we want.
Exactly.
They want, their emotions are involved. Like, instantly, like, the hug ain't really my emotions. That's just more of like, this is nice. I know you care. That's emotional. And cool. Everything's good. Nah, you need to like lock in on why they feel this way. And then what did you do to create this feeling?
Exactly.
And say you're wrong. Even if you're not sure why you're wrong, you should probably just say it. Yeah, that's just what it is.
You know?
Happy wife, happy life.
And that's a real thing.
I know.
That is a real thing. It really
true.
is. But my wife doesn't make it hard for me whatsoever.
That's
so,
amazing.
Like that, and that's
Look, that's good too.
whatsoever.
And we need that too. Like real, like you said, like even the going to the hospital. Like y'all are doing this together as a team. Like you said, it's not a whole. It's not the baby father type situation. Oh, well, he show up on these days. Cause nah, like that's we need more of that. Like you know,
and then people to come over like, oh, the baby is here. It's like, hell yeah, he fucking here. What the fuck
Where
else
else
would he be? Daycare with her mom or my mom?
Right.
Nah, he's in like, but that ain't what people are used to. They used to seeing baby mama, baby father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, he over there with her people.
Her
you
people.
Know what I'm saying?
And that's just how it is. Her people.
And me just growing up, I just never wanted that for myself. I never wanted that. And I was born seeing my mother and father and waking up and going to bed to my mother and father.
Same.
So that's, you know, I had to abide by that. That was me though. That's me. Right. And that's me. So I don't, because people get offended, but that's me. I'm not talking about whatever y'all got going on. That was me, and that's why I did what I did. And my son has that. He has that foundation.
And he has to do that and more.
Exactly.
And bro, same here. And it's like I was telling my friend earlier. I was like, yeah, if I ever had a child, like I know, like because of the dad and mom that I had, and the fact that like I know it wasn't probably always gravy trained, but like. They've been together my whole life, damn near. Like, this 30-some years, bro. Like, and y'all dealt with each other all these years. I never saw y'all getting crazy. Like, I woke up to my parents every day. My dad picked me up from school. My dad also found time to fly to California with me, shoot TV shows, do blah, blah, blah. My mom was up. It's incredible what they were able to figure out. So I'm like, if I ever had a kid, same thing you said. Yeah, I can't do them the disservice of.
Come on now.
Nah. Because like, no, they're supposed to be able to do what I did and more. Absolutely. Not even saying it's going to be that, but like you said, the foundation is supposed to be there for them to do whatever they want. Period. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise it's a disservice to my dad.
Yeah.
Because like,
why would you do that? And that's the thing. Like, I lost my father when I was 9 years old to stomach cancer, you know, but all of my actions and decisions, I think, how would he judge me? You know what I mean? Like, what would he say? You know, especially with how he set it up for me. He didn't set me up to fail. So it's like, I'm not about to embarrass your name and your legacy.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that would just be impossible in my mind. Like you, it would be impossible for you to be a bad father. You would have to really force yourself down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And choose. Or maybe in your situation, it would be you just got that crazy woman who really did make it difficult, but as you still.
But I'm still going to go to the end of everything to try to make it.
Come on now. Like, exactly.
That's my nightmare though. Like,
that's not going to happen if you don't want it to happen. If you don't want it to happen, it won't happen. Like,
and I'm also not creating my life to like have a great girlfriend right now. Like, I'm not creating my life for it to be that.
Absolutely.
Know?
So,
like,
yeah, it's impossible to fail.
Impossible to fail. I like that.
And that's why it's like, how is it being a father? It's amazing because my family is amazing. Like, I love my wife. She loves me. And he feels the love 100%, you know?
Right.
And he breastfed, you know? He's not a Similac infant baby, you know? So every time he crying, put the boob in his mouth, he's good. He's really good. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, the teething, you look crazy. But all of the stuff that you probably have heard, and even with the postpartum, and you got to be careful with our mental.
Right,
man. I don't know what y'all got going on over there. Like, what? Because it wasn't none of that. Right. It just wasn't. Like I said, it's moments where we gonna get into it because we're actors and we're crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's levels to being crazy. We ain't gonna shoot up the crib
emotions
or nothing.
Run
but
high.
Emotions run too fucking high in the crib 24/7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll never understand that unless. So anybody dating the actor, thank you, Chris. That's my wife's name. But yeah, thank you, Chrissy. Please, I know that I appreciate you for dealing with my crazy ass. Because we're actors, and
even the way I get the shit from her is like the way I say things. But it's because it is the and I was hearing you because it's like I was sitting there and be like, well, it doesn't fucking matter though. But I'm not mad.
This is gonna be her favorite podcast. This, like, seriously, see, because we're actors, and that's what it is though. Like I just probably last night realized maybe it's because I'm an actor why I be like going through these trials and tribulations. Like, cause
It is.
I'm an artist. Like, it's hard for us, man.
It's that Curb Your Enthusiasm shit. It literally, it's like everyone's fucking with you, but why are they fucking with me? Like, I don't get it. And then I think the other problem is because we have had good careers, there's a level of like respect we also feel we're owed. So when we don't get that mixed with then it turns into like, hey, look, bro, I don't really quite understand. No. Listen, no, let me talk. What I want to like, it gets very
yes.
Yeah.
You can become a very confrontational person.
But never my intention.
No.
And that's the crazy part. People who don't know me sometimes see that, but it's like, no, I walk into a place, I'm like, I hope everything goes great.
100%.
I don't want to not. I'm not that person. I don't want to not like the food. I don't want to move tables 3 times. I'm not about none of that. But if you don't make eye contact with me at the bar for 3 minutes, now we have a problem.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm next. Thank you.
And we both from Chicago too, so that don't make
that
it
don't help it at all.
Yeah, that doesn't help anything, you know. So try to avoid bringing that Chicago out of us, and it's gonna always be there, you know.
Because we're happy we're here. We're happy.
Happy.
We're not. Listen, there's way more edge elsewhere.
I'm struggling with that too. Like, and that's being a father. It's not like it changed me, but it's like it is something to think about. Like, I do got a son at the crib, so I can't be ready to take it to the next level all the time with just anybody, even though it's like you have me all the way fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like I got to make it home to my son. It's more important that, like, you know, he has a chance to treat people and not his father. But it'd be like, I got to make sure that you don't keep continuing your life trying to behave like this around people. That'd be my thing. I'll be the one.
I see it in movies, bro, and it's like I think it was watching Ozark, and I remember when they pick up the parents from being arrested.
Yes.
And I always think to myself, and I know myself, I'm like, ooh, yeah, you can't have that happen. Bro, you can't have that happen. But I could very much see some point in my life.
Yes.
And like, not on just, even if it's just some dumb like fight or just something. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, bro. Like, so like now your kids like found out you got arrested.
Yeah.
For like, so what do they think?
Exactly.
Like, it's like, shit, I can't be doing that. Or like, you know, like yelling at somebody out the car. Fuck you. No. It's like, bro.
And that's me all. Hey.
I know. Oh, I know.
What? Dude walked up on the car I'm like, hey, bro, I got my son in the back seat. And he calmed his ass down too, though. Because that's another thing too, though. Don't try me with, man.
Right, that's
I was different. In the DMV. You know how they behave at the DMV. Mm-hmm. That man got to approaching me and I was holding my son. Oh, dude, bro. Like, you ain't never seen a tiger. You ain't never seen one of them documentaries. That shit real, though.
Eyes.
Like, man, like, don't do that in front of my son. Like, that shit real. Like, you.
Yeah. And niggas respect it too, though.
Oh yeah,
they know, they see it.
They love it too, and they love to see it. I love to see that, man. You're a real father. It's like, yeah, all right. You wouldn't have loved to see what. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
This would have been a very different interaction had I not been holding little breasts right here.
Exactly. And he's so smart, man. That's another thing too, man. Like, babies are smart, man. Like, they're so smart. He knows when his father is upset. He really does, and he comes and gives me the sweetest hugs, and he really does. He even makes a reaction, like when I'm doing self tapes and I gotta it'd be like, son, I'm just acting, you know what I'm saying? But he just know, like, that tone is like, you know. Yeah, Pop's a little upset right now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I have to be mindful of that because, children pay attention to everything. So when I'm getting them calls from the teacher, like, I mean, he just snapped out. Like, he told me and I'm just like, oh, okay, well.
I don't know where you would get that from.
So we got to avoid that because that's not going to be him at all.
That's another thing.
He'll be happy, you know.
That's another one of my, like, just fears as a parent, like, man, them just repeating shit you said at home in the privacy of your own home, and then they just go to school and they're just like, yeah, but that's now the principal's like, what did Mr. Harrell, what's going on with, I mean, in the house I don't know where he would have
you know, so gotta be careful, man.
Gotta be careful, bro.
Man. But just have a good time, man. That's what it's about, man. We're happy. I'm happy. Maestro's happy. That's what it's about, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Bro, yeah, no, I was literally gonna wrap. This
has been
fun.
amazing, bro. Like, not to wrap myself up, but
wrap this up. So it's been great being here.
We're
Kinda
comedians.
You know that thing I said about not being busy earlier? I am kind of busy. So
I'm really at this point just fiending to roll another blunt. That's it. That's all.
No, I feel like we've covered everything. No, bro, this has been.
And I'll be back.
So.
I'm back. I'm back. Have me whenever, bro.
No, bro,
like,
we also got to do some when I do like my weekly wrap ups where literally all we do is like watch videos, talk shit, da da da. Gotta come from one of those.
No, let's do it.
I want to do one also with you, me, Chris. Like,
yes,
we got
absolutely. We'll make it happen. For sure.
Thank you, brother.
For sure. Thank you more, man.
And we out. Peace.